Hi, this is Anjana here. Welcome back to my studio. I'm going to paint flower today, a couple of fully bloomed roses and a few buds. Here are the materials used. For the complete list, you can see the description below the video. My base sketch is more than just a few lines. I have a lot more details. I'm going to go one flower at a time and starting with a fully bloomed rose. This is going to be a detailed one, and that's why I have a lot more lines in my sketch. For the base color, I'm applying a light and loose mixture of cadmium red and magenta. And for the next layer, I'm applying more value. Depth is depicted by darker tones, so I'm adding ultramarine to the mixture of cadmium red and magenta. As you can see, I'm applying more color to the inside of the rose and lighter value to the outer petals, because the inside is where the light falls less and depicts depth. After applying the dark value, I smoothen the edges for the soft and natural look and soften the edges with a clean and damp brush. To lift up color at any time, I use a moist and clean brush when the paint is still wet. I let the paint dry before switching to the liner brush for the highlights. And for quick drying, I always use a hairdryer. Flowers, and especially rose, was a very tough subject for me to paint up until a few years back. Later on, understanding the shape of the petals and how the light falls inside and out, understanding the darker and the lighter tones of the flower, it started getting easier to paint. And hope you learn it too. Moving on to the next rose in the painting, which is also a fully bloomed one, but not going to be as detailed as the previous one. So I'm using wet and wet technique here, applying wet paint on wet surface. So before applying the paint, I washed the area with clean water. And that's the quick and loosely painted rose. There are a few leaves in this painting, and for the leaves I'm using a mixture of green, cadmium yellow and a pinch of ultramarine. It's a wonderful subject to paint, and I'm leaving a few white spaces here and there to depict the veins on the leaves. Even for the buds, I'm using the same combination of colors and painting wet and wet. I've gone a little detailed for this half-bloomed rose as well, and using the same technique and just giving the highlights. More leaves in green using the same mixture of green, cadmium yellow and ultramarine blue. Painted all the leaves using wet and wet technique by applying clean water first and then dropping the paint. All the roses, the leaves and the buds are together here, and I'm painting a background to give it a realistic look by dropping some paint and splattering a few drops here and there. happy I'm no more terrified to paint flowers like before, and I'm going to paint a lot of flowers. I hope you learned the easy way too. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. And don't forget to click the subscribe button and the bell icon next to it. See you soon. Stay safe.